My brother and I started a charity called Get Wrecked, and we did it to raise funds for kids with cancer. And we hosted a charity golf tournament, and we had 30 people in my parents' backyard, and all the money went directly to cancer patients. And ironically, in our 5th year, my brother's best friend Darren, he got diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 27. And ironically, 8 months later, my brother got diagnosed with leukemia at the same age. So the story was extremely bizarre because not too many friends who are that close get the same form of cancer as well.
It was back in 2008 that City News first introduced you to these two best friends, Ryan and Darren, both diagnosed with leukemia within months of each other.
We look out for each other a lot more, and share our experiences. And Darren especially is kind of like my big brother.
Darren has recovered, but sadly, shortly after our story aired, Ryan passed away.
It's something that becomes personal then, and you can kind of put a face to it rather than just a group of guys getting together having fun. Brings it back to reality.
But in his legacy, his sister Laura and friend Darren continued the charity called Get Wrecked. But their mission changed after Ryan's death.
So in seeing everything that your brother went through and all the small little things that people don't think about, that's when you thought, I really have to do something to help people who are going through the same thing.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, it's things such as parking and groceries and daycare and just the everyday costs of living that we take for granted sometimes, that becomes an enormous amount of stress to a caregiver as well as to a patient who's battling, because they're already fighting for their lives and their medical bills are extra cost to everything above that. So we try to offset the daily cost of living so they can use those funds to help their battle.
They do that by hosting events like golf tournaments. To date, they have raised close to $500,000 to help families, one little thing at a time, with very big impacts.
When you're in the trenches and dealing with the day-to-day with a child that's battling literally for their lives, you really do forget about the small things.
It's all volunteer run, with all of the money going to the families. They help everyone differently depending on the need, something Laura says her brother would be proud of.
He was actually a person who gave back on his daily, everyday life, and yet he's the one who ended up battling at the end. But I really do know that the impact that we'd have on a cancer patient, my brother would be so proud of.
For more information on how you can help these families, you can go to our website, citynews.ca/extras. In Stouffville, Audra Brown, City News.